Welcome to MYMP News. We're here today with two members from the Vukani Mawethu Choir, a multiracial choir performing freedom songs from South Africa.
Today we're going to be interviewing
Thomas McKinney
and
Andrea Turner.
Thank you for being with us here today. And now
Thank you for doing what you're doing.
And now we will begin with our questions.
First question, what was your favorite dish as a child?
My favorite.
Dish as a child.
Oh!
I love
Wow, let's see. I guess that would be fried chicken. That was my favorite. I loved fried chicken when I was a child.
it. Oh, my favorite dish was Brussels sprouts. Yay for the vegetarian.
Okay, our next question. Who has inspired you and how have they inspired you?
You want to take that one?
Well, Vukani Mawethu has inspired me. Before I got into Vukani Mawethu, I had an opportunity to see them and perform with them as a soloist, and not knowing the scope of work that they were involved in. And then I found out all the causes that they were supporting, things which fit the values that I had, and I decided to join the group, and they allowed me to join. So.
That was a big deal. My inspiration came through songs of struggle through the civil rights movement, being on the lines at an early age, participating in community activities, and singing, always singing songs of struggle, and songs that will bring about a change, whether it's for a community lot building, to raise funds for toys, games, or that kind of thing. But I come from out of the church and out of a progressive church, and was then introduced to Quakerism and Buddhism, and by involving myself in other struggles, I know that singing has helped to unite and to give the stories of the people who are in struggle. So that's been my way here of learning and participating with Vukani Mawethu, Freedom Song Network, Rock and Solidarity Labor Chorus. So yeah, songs of struggle, even a gospel song is a song of struggle.
What do you see in the future for the African diaspora?
Well, you know, I've been involved in a lot of different activities as far as what I can do to contribute to making the world a better place. And when we went to Africa, I got a chance to meet the African people, and they're not what I had been told they were. You know, the things that you see on television and the way that African people have been characterized. I felt more like they had been waiting for me to come to Africa. And they made me feel welcome, they made me feel like I was at home. And so what I'd like to see is the spirit of fellowship growing throughout, especially in the United States, but also throughout the world, how we can spread that support and support one another in fellowship.
I see, and taking off of where you're coming from, that whole unity from throughout the Americas as well as Africa, the globe, coming together, finding some common ground, some unity. And I think we're about ready to turn that curve right now, where the diaspora is working on uniting and trying to find a common ground of unity and building together to make a change, where we're coming together with Asian Pacific Islanders and possibly with Europe. I'm not really sure about that, but I'm sure that people of color will be coming together, and the African diaspora will be key in trying to lead that way and or either participate in that struggle. It's key that we do unite and define our own terms and not be led by others in regards to how we should relate to one another. We define that, and that's what I'm looking for. Yes.
And next question, when did you discover you were
Oh, wow, that's a great question.
I knew, well, my grandfather is African, and I've always known that I was African. Since I was knee-high to a bucket, they didn't let me forget it. My grandmother was Native American, so the two of them merged together, and that's how come I know who I am. And I'm learning more about that, aren't you? In a way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when I was a child, I was raised in a neighborhood that was somewhat interracial. We had people from several different races. So when I was growing up, I had the opportunity to grow up with people of other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that I was black, but I didn't know what the history of being black was until I grew up around the time when the civil rights incidents were going on television. And when I saw the black people down south being beaten, hosed down and things, I had to ask my mother, you know, why is that happening? Because it wasn't happening here. And I didn't understand why it was happening there. And then she explained to me, because she was raised in Mississippi. And she waited until she thought I could understand her explanation before she told me. And that was the point where I understood what my culture and heritage was, and how that related to the history of America. And my father was from the islands. He was from the Caribbean islands. So his history was a little bit different. But, you know, then all of this linked back to Africa. So at that point, that's when I became interested in finding out more about the African culture and my relationship to that.
I came out of the East Coast, and that whole strip when the doors were like white only, even on and black only. Didn't say it in the North so much that way, but the behavior of, oh no, I don't think you should get your shopping, and all of a sudden they say, I don't think that you should go and get this dress or not, or no, put that down, or they trail you in the stores, and you know that you're different. Yeah, you know that something is different about you, and it has to be color, and then we have class too, struggles, and then sexism. You know, it just goes on and on. You gotta stop this.
How long have you been singing with the choir and on your own?
Oh, well, I've been with the choir for probably over 10 years now. I think I started singing back in 01 or 02, right around there.
So, yeah. But you were always a singer.
Oh, I've been a singer since I was 3 years old. My mother said my first song was, "How much is that doggy in the window?" I guess I was singing that around the house. She said, so that gives you an idea about, you know, how long I've been singing. But I've always sung on my own and sung with groups, you know, talent shows and all that kind of stuff. I really love to sing. It's in my bones. So that's why it was such an honor and opportunity to sing with Vukani Mawethu, because then I found a way to address and support social causes, which is something that was very important to me, and I could do that through singing. So, you know, it was such a perfect marriage for me to join Vukani.
I've been singing since I was a youngster, and I love to sing. I don't consider myself a singer, but I love to sing, and especially when I sing for and about social causes. And so You really, and on picket lines and demonstrations, I'm a rebel rouser, so that's what I like to do, okay? I'm the yay yay cheerleader type singer, so you gotta struggle, call on us, get it on and get some motion going. So that's why I love to sing, yeah, right.
One last question. What's your favorite song to sing and favorite song to perform?
Ooh, gosh, got so many of them.
In the choir, my favorite song is "See a Humble."
See a humble?
No question. That is the song that I enjoy singing the most in the choir.
Well, I like Jikalele. Yeah, right. Yeah, I like that. Song of Struggle and for South African. But otherwise, I wish I knew how it would feel to be free with Nina Simone. It's my favorite, yes.
Thank you for your time.
It was great meeting you.
Thank you. Same here.
Thanks
Thanks for having us.
And thanks for having us, and congratulations on this project. We need to have more of this in our communities, and wish you had one for senior citizens. Like this, that would be great. And the reason why I say is because there are so many stories to tell, and having that intergenerational part of this would be really great. Let us know if
Are we
you need some
senior
help.
citizens?
We're wanting to be. I can speak for myself. In this day and age, to even get here, I wish I knew how to sing. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. We're reporting straight from the Museum of African Diaspora. Thank you all for joining us here on MYMP News.